Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our next Black Mage quest. Our minion for today is Komainu. And before we begin, Black Mage got changes in 7.3, right? Surely. Nope, no changes in 7.3. Really, there wasn't that many changes in patch 7.3, especially none that are relevant at our level, so it's been really nice on that front. Alright, Lalai, let's get started. Lalai has received an unexpected request, and we're getting Blizzard 4! Ooh! Satora, I just received word from Zhai'a. He wants to speak with us. Apparently he has secured lodging at the Hourglass, and is awaiting us at the Quicksand. We should head there now. I wonder what he could want. Hopefully he's not here to be an asshole to us again, though, after what we learned last time, I imagine he's going to be at least a little more friendly to us specifically. Since he now knows that we are not doing anything wrong, we are being responsible with black magic. Thank you for coming so quickly. Satora, I have something to ask of you. Some time ago, the Conjurers Guild contacted the various cities of the realm, entreating assistance in the search for and capture of Waldev. It seems this has finally paid off. They just received a missive from the Temple Knights of Ishgard. The Defiant have been sighted at the Holy See. The cult has been trying to garner popular support there. They've been offering what they claim is the power to defeat the Ravanians to anyone who will listen. I hear that you have made something of a name for yourself among the high houses of Ishgard. I, however, know next to nothing about their lands. Please, Satora, would you lend me your assistance in tracking down this evil cult and bringing them to justice? Zhai'a, you have made no effort to conceal your disapproval of we black mages and our ways. Are we to understand that you have now come to accept us? That I have. The Temple Knights who provided us with this intelligence are stationed at the Ark of the Worthy, within the city of Ishgard. They'll be waiting for us there. Much though I would like to believe that he has had a change of heart, men are not wont to change so simply. One does not live one's whole life hating black magic only to change one's mind over the exoneration of a single mage. I know not what this man is plotting, but I suggest you keep a close eye on him. Perfectly reasonable. I will definitely keep my eye out for anything suspicious. Alright, on to the Ark of the Worthy. Right over by the entrance. There you are, and there's Zhai'a. Hello there, Zhai'a. You won't get away this time, Waldev. Hopefully. You must be the investigators from Gridania. It's about time. Someone needs to do something about that blasphemous cult. They were ranting on and on to anyone who would listen, offering the power to defeat the Ravanians. We Ishgardians have our own way of fighting. We told them as much quite plainly, but then it made no difference. They continued their proselytizing. Obviously, such blasphemy could not be allowed to stand. We Temple Knights made our move, but they managed to get away. It hardly mattered to us at the time. They were no longer spreading their lies here, but they recently reappeared, this time in the Convictory in the Western Highlands. Most convictors would do anything to earn honor and glory through the slaying of a powerful dragon. They are young and full of spirit, and naive. I fear that some among them may be deceived, seduced by promises of easy power. Gullible fools. Well, our destination is clear. To the Convictory! Yeah, none of them are going to have access to the soul crystals, so they're going to be in mortal danger if they try to use black magic. There you are, Zhai'a. Good to see you made it here in one piece. Though I am realizing it's goddamn cold here and I didn't change glams. It's fine. There's no obvious sign of the Defiant here. We should split up and question the soldiers. No, you know what? It's not fine. I'm gonna go change clothes real quick. I'm gonna go all the way back to Falcon's Nest. Alright, back in actually warm clothing. Hello there, Convictor Knights. I think I know who you're talking about. I told them I wasn't interested. Ancient spells are no match for a good spirit at your side. Well, that's good to hear that you didn't fall for it. You would be in grave danger if you did. You're going on about the Defiant too. Well, they spent a while shouting about how they'd share ultimate power with any who'd join them, and then they left. Apparently, they set up camp over near the Swift Run River. What's the story with that lot anyway? Some Mikote chap was asking about the same thing a few minutes ago. I told him what I told you when he ran off in a right hurry. Okay, by Swift Run River, good to know. Let's see if there's any other info we should know before we head out there. Those crazy mages? I spent years studying the art of dragon slaying. I don't need some magical help from weird outsiders. I made sure to tell them as much. Okay, on to Swift Run River, and they're not too far away. Ah, heading through the canyon, I see. Alright, Zhai'a? You ready for this? Apparently not. Are you okay? Alright, that's enough out of you lot. We can't let them get away, so Tora, stop them. Not a problem. I will take care of them as quick as I can. They're going down nice and easy for a nice relief. Ah, crap. Meant to use Blizzard 3, accidentally used Blizzard 1, and now we're screwed on MP. There we go, much better. Alright, anyone else want to try me? Watch out, there's more of them. There they are. Oh, and they've got planar fissures. Oh, crap. They're attempting to summon something. Seal the planar fissures. Yeah, they're summoning Void Set. Working on it. There we go. That's out of the way at least. Crap. Okay, reposition over here. Now they're all together. Nope, get out of there. And I think we're good. There's yet more of them. Beware the Void Scent. Ah, crap. Alright then, planar fissures first. Dang it, we're short on MP, so I just barely failed to break it in time. Or seal it in time, rather. Okay, now if we can gather them all together. Perfect. Ah, crap. Move. That is way too much happening at once. Well, this is gonna hurt, no matter what I do. Let's just focus on killing him. Dang it, I keep screwing up my transition between phases. I don't play Black Mage nearly enough. It's a problem. I know what you must be thinking. I entreated your help only to run off on my own. But you know what happens when you get involved. You saw it happen just now. They've no choice but to fight back with all their strength, and when they do so, they lose control of their power and they burn. Nobody deserves to die like that, so I went to confront them alone. I'm a fool. My healing magic is no match for the destructive power they wield. We can work together on this. Then we might not have to push them so hard. You're right. What did I expect to achieve challenging them without any help at all? Had we fought together, things would have turned out differently. You taking them down the mages in a flash of black magic, me nullifying their every attack with my healing spells. I truly was a fool to assume all black magic was evil. I should have seen that such power can be harnessed safely, just as it is by you. I apologize. We have lost our only lead, and this time it is clearly my fault. Please pass on my apologies to Lalai. My actions were unbefitting of a representative of the Seedseer Council. I shall take my leave. I need to reflect on my actions. Hey, he's actually coming around a little bit. Good. Alright, back to Lalai. Alright, Lalai, bad news. Zhai'a fucked up. Ah, you're back from Ishgard already. But where is Zhai'a? Yeah, he's off reflecting. He fucked up and lost us our lead. I see. If nothing else, you have stopped more poor souls from joining that accursed cult. I can only hope that Zhai'a can see it that way. The fact that the Defiant would travel so far as Ishgard in an attempt to recruit new members speaks volumes to how desperate they grow. Ah, Satora, I almost forgot. I was able to decipher the final remaining spell from the Book of Nald. Though you might not welcome an ice magic after the frigid winds of Kurthus, I'm certain you'll find this a frighteningly powerful addition to your repertoire. I doubt the Defiant can hold out much longer. They will be forced to use everything they have in the next fight. They cannot risk being drawn into a protracted war of attrition. Should we defeat them, we can finally recover the Book of Thal and uncover the magics within. Alright, we are getting Blizzard 4. Which is going to basically replace Blizzard 1. That said, I'm keeping Blizzard 1 on my hotbar in case I end up in any situations where I need to use it. Blizzard 4! Deals ice damage with a potency of 300 as opposed to Blizzard 1's 180. Grants 3 Umbral Hearts, nullifies Astral Fire's MP costs increase for fire spells, and reduces MP cost for Flare by 1/3. That is for Umbral Heart. Can only be executed while under the effect of Umbral Ice, so we'll need to switch into Ice with Blizzard 3, and then we'll use Blizzard 4. So, those 3 Umbral Hearts, they will make our next 3 Astral Fire casts, our next 3 fire spell casts cost the same amount of MP they normally would. There would be no MP increase. And of course, Flare being reduced by 1/3, suddenly we can cast several more Flares, since it'll only be 1000 MP rather than 1500. Granted, every time we use a fire spell, we use up 1 Umbral Heart, so it's temporary, but it does open up some pretty nice... a nice little burst of extra fire spells whenever we get Umbral Hearts. Umbral Hearts are learned at level 58, grant stacks of Umbral Heart upon casting Freeze or executing Mana Font or Umbral Soul. So Umbral Soul now gives Umbral Hearts as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and find a... Let's head over to Falcon's Nest, find a striking dummy, and show off exactly how that works. Just as soon as we switch into warmer clothes. Much better. Alright, all the way to the top, there's our striking dummies. So we'll open up by just casting a few fire spells, wear down our fire. Wear down our MP. And once we're out of MP, we'll go ahead and use a Blizzard 3, followed by a Blizzard 4. And you can see a new addition to our Black Mage meter. We now have those 3 Umbral Hearts. Alright, cast Fire 3. Since that one was a free Fire 3, since we were switching from Ice to Fire, we didn't use that up on Umbral Heart. But you can see our spell casts are the same cost as normal, 800 and 2000. So we can use those. Once we're out of Umbral Hearts, the spell's MP cost increases as they normally would under Umbral Fire. And we keep casting. So by effectively having the cost of Fire and Fire 3, we're able to fit a couple, I think 2 more fire spells in. Though it does leave us with an extra 1200 MP at the end, which is a little bit awkward, but it's fine. The important thing is, Umbral Hearts are going to let us get more fire spells out per fire phase, which is going to be very nice. And more fire spells, specifically more fire 1s, means more opportunities to proc Fire 3 as well. So yeah, very nice little buff we've got going here. Alright. No, Juniper, leave the damn thing alone. No! Juniper! Alright, well, it's leaving me alone, so that's the important thing. But yeah, Blizzard 4 effectively replaces Blizzard 1. I'm leaving Blizzard 1 on the hotbar in case I ever end up on a duty where Blizzard 1 is necessary because Blizzard 4 is not available. But with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, what are we doing next? Looks like we've got the next Summoner quest. Ooh, I'm really excited for this one. This was one I have been wanting to redo for a long time. I've only done it once on my main because I don't do the the New Game Plus for job quests. I really wanted to do this one again, especially now that we have done certain bits of content in this game that I had not done the first time I did this quest. I'm excited. I will see everyone next time for that.